오늘도 이어서 해봅시다. 아마 오늘 엔딩을 볼 것 같아요. 안딜레가 잘 탈탈 털어주다. 퀘스트도 있고요. 전에 이야기 먼저.
Emma, do you want to cook with me?
Oh, do you have time for me today?
Mom, if you want to cook, just say so.
You've been extremely busy these past few days. I don't just want to assume you have time to spend with me.
Everyone on board the guilt trip carousel.
Mom,
Fine, Jala, since you insist.
Time for a fish fry.
생선 만들 시간이다. 튀김.
Let's make fish fry. The trick is in the marinade. Everything else is quite straightforward.
I wonder what else she's been marinating on.
What was that, Jala?
언니 일인가요?
everything going to plan with the wedding?
Really, Jala? Can't I just want to teach you how to make fish fry without having some ulterior motive?
그래요?
Sure, Emma.
Let's just
엄마.
get started, shall we? Start by washing your hands.
7단계면은 아니야. 그냥 손 씻게 해야 돼.
Very good. Score the fish in one direction, not too deep. We just want to allow the marinade to sink in, not slice the fish into ribbons.
자, 이제 슈퍼 선썰기를 하면 돼요. 아, 손을 썼네. 그냥 썰기.
You won't completely embarrass me. So,
Uh-oh.
아이고. 못
how
떴다.
long exactly are you going to spend doing nothing in life and living in your childhood bedroom?
말을 돌린다.
So you did have an ulterior motive.
What is wrong with you today, Jala? You're in such a mood. Take some of that aggression out on the ginger garlic paste instead, will you?
쏟아버린다.
Even Party would approve. What am I saying? Maybe I should lie down. Chandra told me you've been helping her and Tyler with the skate park situation. Is it not going well? Is that why you're so touchy this morning?
공격.
I guess it would have been too much to expect sympathy from you, huh, Ma?
Well, I don't approve of the goings-on in the park. I've never trusted mascots. That's why I never took you girls to Disney World.
디즈니 월드.
What? That's why Auntie C snuck us there? I thought Emma just hated joy.
Now, add the turmeric, coriander, Kashmiri mirch, garam masala, and cumin to the paste. Then finish with a dash of lemon.
레몬. 슈퍼 그라인더. 아니.
Good.
아, 이거 좀 힘들겠는데?
Whether things go well with the skate park or not, I hope she's been through enough, don't you think?
Tyler wants to keep our relationship strictly business, and I'm respecting that.
Sorry, I really tried to keep a straight face.
You only have one sibling, but somehow you're the third favorite child. That's gotta sting.
Coat the pomfret with the marinade, Jala. We don't have all day.
그냥 손으로 섞기.
I knew you had my cooking genes. Set the fish aside to rest and marinate for a bit. Speaking of which,
Oh no, I hate it when she makes these recipes metaphors for our emotional failures.
don't you think you've let the situation with Aruni marinate long enough?
공격.
No. You know what? I was planning to apologize, but now I'm the one who's pissed at her.
Forget taking responsibility. Let's assign blame, baby.
At this rate, she'll be married and have 3 children before you two actually talk. Forget it. Light the stove, Jala. That's something even you can't get wrong, no?
슈퍼 저거.
Good.
아 3단계는 됐다.
Given your attitude, I'm sure I already know the answer to the question. But are you planning to stay in Timber Hills?
왜 다 공격이랑 말을 돌린다밖에
Look at
없어?
that. The oil is hot enough to fry the fish now.
So it is. Put the fish in the pan gently. I don't need you getting burns on top of everything else.
튀기기. 요리를 참
I
잘해요.
really am an incredible teacher.
인정은 29. 삼성이면 됐지 뭐. 맛있겠다.
How is it, Emma?
Crispy on the outside, flaky in the middle,
근데 생선은
a little acidic.
So
근데 저런 생선은
perfect
전 좀
in every
별로예요.
way.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall, Jala.
가시 같은 걸 잘 못 가려가지고 다른 사람이 볼 때 막 깨작깨작 먹는 이미지가 되는 것 같아서 그렇게 좋아하진 않는 것 같아. 근데 이 연어처럼 아예 뼈 없이 그냥 나온다거나 초밥 이런 식으로 나오면 좋긴 한데 무슨 소리래? 아무튼 마무리. 전화. 고모. 정비소로 와라. 안 가면 죽을 것 같죠? 안젤레, 너 실력 좋다. 매정하당. 좋아할 듯. 맞다. 바꾸는 거 이거지? 밀크쉐이크. 오케이. 공짜로 하나씩 밀크쉐이크를 준다고. 야.
Wow, this is a very intimidating group of women.
Jala, thank you for coming.
무슨 일이야?
I called you all because we need to talk about what's happening with these kids
애들한테
in town.
You really picked Jala for this job? Salma can't stand her, and I'm pretty sure Aisha has a burn book full of her yearbook photos.
그렇긴 해.
No offense.
아이샤한테 조금 원한이 많긴 해서.
Offense very much taken, thank you.
Soundy wouldn't let me in. She was my only option.
아 사운디가 안 그래야죠?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the torch you're still carrying for her.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sounded jealous.
DR이 생각이
Tyler and me are
틀렸어.
strictly business on this one. Really.
Risky business.
Say one more word and you lose a bun.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me, princess.
Ladies, my shop is not the place for a cat fight.
Oh, good one, Auntie C.
Didn't two librarians pull each other's hair out over you right here last week?
What?
That's not... Ladies, let's remember what this is about.
아이들
The
문제.
kids.
맞나
You're
보네.
getting
싸운
through to them,
거는.
Jala, convincing them to kick that Soundy to the curb.
그런 거
I'm
같아요.
cautiously optimistic. You can count on me.
Ugh, famous last words.
사망 플래그네.
Seriously.
Uh-oh, they're ganging up on you now.
You have the same mindset as a teenager. Just speak their language.
정신 연령이 어리다고 돌려가고 있네요.
A2, Auntie?
Salma will barely talk to me. So I guess Jala is our only hope. God help us.
God abandoned us a long time ago. We live in hell.
That's the positive attitude I know and love, Tyler, dear. Go see what's going on at the park, Jala. Hopefully what you've done is enough.
공원으로 가라. 운동을 저렇게 하시지? 게임은 첫날 해봤죠. 중요한 건 없어. 가자. X. 가서 베어풋 가서 꼬리 그 위에 별건 없. 다 모여 있네요.
Well, I'm noticing a distinct lack of a certain bear/sleep paralysis demon.
And a distinct lack of muskiness.
If you're referring to Soundy, our very own Pied Piper of the Pacific Northwest, well, we're no longer under his thrall. We've removed his yoke from our necks.
아,
Our god is dead, and we have killed him.
죽였을 리가.
Haha, very funny.
Who said I was joking?
What is this, Lord of the Flies? Is his head on a spike somewhere?
No one reads the assigned books, nerd.
Cut it out, Cece. We didn't kill anyone. Soundy is gone though.
사운디가 사라졌다고?
At least for now.
What happened?
After our encounter, I got to thinking. Wanted to get some of the others.
우리의 만남 뒤로
One
생각이
shot later,
많아졌다.
and we eventually came to an agreement. Soundy was no savior. He was trying to sell us out just as much as the mayor is. He wasn't interested in us or better Timber Hills, just what he could get out of us.
He was a tyrant in bear's clothing.
Well, that ego was his downfall. He might have talked big in his teachings, but our lesson is the only one that matters now. Soundy only had power because we let him. We're taking it back for ourselves.
내 도움이 필요해? 도움이 돼서 다행이네.
I'm really relieved. Maybe even proud.
Ew.
네.
No, seriously. It's cool to see you all making this space yours. It's what I always loved about the skate park. It's my little world to escape to. The skate park legacy is in good hands.
Oh, God. I think Donato is about to weep.
No, I'm not. Is vulnerability a crime?
I guess I'll admit you were helpful, Jala.
네 도움이 컸어.
So, thanks. Visit us again if you feel like it.
Well, I admit nothing. And definitely
Aisha.
wasn't convinced by you, if Aisha asks.
아이샤도 아이샤는
I only
없네요.
did it because I hate bears.
스케이트 파크 문제를 해결하긴 했고 체스트는 아직도 그대로 있고. 테스트 하나 해보자. 아, 이건 쉬운데? 네. 쉽다는 말 취소. 굿. 자. 아니 이거 시점이 조금 이렇게 하면 이제 반대쪽으로 가야 되는데 계속 습관적으로 위를 누르니까.
Now that Soundy's crawled back into the sewer, Cece's writing a column to build support for the idea of the park as a community space.
칼럼을 쓰고
Salma's
있어.
going to take pictures. The mayor isn't going to redevelop this place without a fight.
너희를 믿어.
The mayor should be terrified. I would be.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably awkward for you, isn't it? After all, the mayor's Jennifer's mom.
제니퍼 엄마잖아.
That sounded almost like a personal remark. But that can't be, right? We're strictly business.
Right.
You don't care at all.
Nope.
신경 쓰는 것
Why can't
같은데?
you just admit that you do care?
You just can't stand the idea that I don't. I won't. I refuse. I never should have asked for your help.
도움을 청하지 말았어야 했어.
Truth is, Jala, you're just a tourist.
그냥 관광객이야.
Nothing that happens here really matters to you. You can fix things or mess them up even more. Even if you do, you can just leave. You don't have to live with it. But I do.
말을
Don't you think we
하자.
need to have a real conversation, Tyler?
Why? So we can hurt each other some more? I'm doing us both a favor. There's nothing to be salvaged here, so why bother diving into the wreck? Why don't we skip to the end? Save ourselves the inevitable disappointment.
Tyler.
Goodbye, Jala.
굿바이 잘라. 근데 친구가 되지 못했어 쟤랑은. 벌써 밤이네요. 냉장고 뭐가 있을까요? 버니차오.
So, Jala, your Amma and I have something to tell you tomorrow.
지금 얘기해 주세요.
You cannot just say that and then leave me in suspense.
No, it's nothing bad. And your Amma should be here when we discuss it. I just wanted you to brace yourself.
마음의 준비? 결혼 관련된 얘기인가?
You get that this is worse than saying nothing, right?
Oops. Just be nice to Amma tomorrow, okay, Jala Pataka? And try your best to stay calm.
침착하고? 뭔 얘기야? 더 불안한데 그러니까?
Let me get this straight. You've been meeting Jala every day for the last week?
그러긴 했죠. 만나긴
And you
했죠.
didn't have an emotional confrontation dripping with sexual tension, barely disguised as a psychodrama battle?
What can I say? I don't like to follow the crowd.
You really think you're better than us, don't you?
Andale.
No, they're right. You've said as much, Tyler, repeatedly.
Wow, Irfan. Speaking up for yourself. I didn't know you had it in you.
You think we're pathetic. You've made it pretty clear.
Just be honest, Tyler.
Honesty? You want honesty? Fine. I'm jealous, okay?
질주나?
I know I shouldn't be. It's not even about you. But she chose every one of you over me. I was never enough for her.
걔는 나보다 너희를 먼저 택했어.
Tyler,
I am that petty. Is that what you wanted to hear? I'm still
걔를
hung
못
up on
잊었어.
her, even
아,
after her
약간 츤데레 느낌이었네.
You think I think I'm better than you? That you're pathetic? What a goddamn joke. Jala only dumped the rest of you once.
아, 얜 여러 번 찼어? 도대체 연애 관계가 어떻게 돼 있는 거야? 네 지난날의 실수가 묻힌 묘지. 그래서 사운디는 어디 갔을까요? 정체가 뭘까? 스케이트 챌린지랑 레시피가 추가됐고요. 말을 해야지. 무슨 일일까?
Jala, you're finally awake. I've already had 3 cups of tea, a walk, a long chat with the neighbor, and solved the cryptic crossword in the paper.
친절하게 하라고 했죠.
It should be illegal to be so cheerfully productive in the morning.
Fresh air and good digestion are necessary to any enterprise, even a criminal one.
I always suspected she was a mob boss.
Well, if the very concept of morning is too much for you, I don't know how you're going to face the rest of this conversation.
Minnie,
Wait, Dad was both
어젯밤에,
cryptic
그쵸?
and ominous last night. Umma's extra spicy this morning. All signs point to imminent disaster.
maybe you should drink some more tea, Jala.
우리 전부 죽는
Maybe
거예요?
I should just assume the brace position. You know, like in a plane crash.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Arvind, my mother is coming to Timber Hills.
망했네요.
We should move, change our identities, take up new lives as bean farmers.
콩농사 하나 지으면서.
Good thinking. Pati considers anything larger than a public park dangerously rural.
Thank you, Jala, for your supportive attitude. I knew I could rely on you.
She swore she'd never leave Bangalore for anywhere with worse weather.
Which rules out pretty much the entire northern hemisphere, much less the Pacific Northwest. We thought we were safe.
Well, your Patti might not be the most traditional Indian grandmother.
But she's still an Indian grandmother.
Did you really think she'd miss her eldest grandchild's wedding?
Yeah.
이 결혼식.
Maybe we should
결혼식
have
때문에
seen this
처음에
coming.
온다고 하셨던 것
Speaking
같은데.
of which, Aruni's still avoiding you, isn't she?
노력하고 있어요.
I've looked for her everywhere, but she's
한 번도 본
sneaky.
적은 없네.
You said I should give them their own space and that they'd figure things out in their own time.
Well, I still think it has its merits.
My mother's flight lands tomorrow, Arvind. Tomorrow!
내일 당장.
Had its merits, I should say. I fully agree. Circumstances have somewhat overtaken us.
I'm putting an end to this nonsense. Jala, it's time to make Kiribat.
키리박스. 아르니에게 키리박스 만들어주기. 뭐죠 이건? 쌀과 코코넛으로 벨벳처럼 부드럽게 만든 스리랑카 전통 요리. 여성성과 변형, 새로운 시작의 상징. 전통 음식인가 보네요.
Do not be fooled into thinking kiribat is a simple breakfast dish made of rice and coconut milk.
간단한 건 아니야.
Kiribat is an institution, a way of life, a trial of Sri Lankan culinary skill, and let's be real, femininity. For our mother, an Indian Tamil woman married to a Sri Lankan Sinhalese man, kiribat doesn't symbolize prosperity or mark celebratory occasions. Oh no. Each perfectly made dish is evidence that she cares, that she belongs, that she is worthy.
좋아, 신난다.
Let's go. Jala and Mom versus Kiribat. Knockout in round 1.
No, I meant to inspire awe and appropriate fear, not whatever this is.
Are you daydreaming, Jala? What could possibly be more important than fixing your relationship with your sister?
세계 평화.
I'm fantasizing about our joyful reunion. Visualizing. Manifesting, even.
Try and manifest some attention, please, and thank you. Why do you look so nervous, Jala? I'm planning to eat the kiribat, not you. Start by washing your hands.
손은 17단계? 뭐가 이렇게 많아? 이거는 파워업을 합시다. 그냥 모아서 17단계면은 그게 나아.
Very good. We will make kiribat. You will take the kiribat to Aruni and
오늘
patch
당장
up today.
언니는 잘레빗을 좋아해요.
Kiribat isn't even her favorite, though.
It's not about the kiribat. It's about the carefully
협박과 감정
balanced
조작을
application of
섞어서
threat
활용하는 게
and
중요하지.
emotional manipulation.
Wow, Mom. That actually explains so much about our childhoods.
Now wash the rice till the water runs clear.
오케이.
Even Party would approve. What am I saying? Maybe I should lie down. Party can smell domestic discord, so I don't care if you two have
사이
to
좋은
pretend
척만
everything's
해라.
fine. Just put on a good show. That's all I ask.
의문을 표한다.
Are we really sure that's the emotionally healthy approach here?
It's good for my emotional health.
Just checking. Message received.
That's all you're gonna say? Did you leave your spine in Jennifer's apartment?
Yes.
What do you want me to do? Confront her with all the trauma she spent 40 years repressing?
If the other option is tiptoeing around her forever, I don't know, yes?
Earth to Jala, hello? Shred the coconut, please. Today, if possible.
네. 아직까진 해야 돼요, 이거. 굿.
That's good. Blend the coconut with water. Not too fine, not too coarse.
네.
I'll try.
Don't try. Set your mind to do it.
열심히 하지 말고 잘해라, 막
Dance,
이런 거죠?
Jala, dance.
춤을 춰. 오이.
It was fine. How much validation do you need? After
아이고.
fixing your mess with Armi, I still have
예,
to
좀
clean the
많이
house,
실수했다.
do the laundry, and cook Party's favorites for tomorrow.
이게 맞네요.
Like, no, we are not saying that. You need to stand up for yourself.
Were you saying something, Jala?
Uh,
All right then.
코코넛
And mix the
밀트가
coconut milk till it's
실크처럼
silky smooth. You won't completely embarrass me in front of Party.
이거 하나 더
Now
쌓을게요.
go wash your hands.
What are we, a kid? We don't need to be told that.
하루니.
you're supposed to be the voice inside my head, not the one coming out of my mouth.
Then tell her what you really think, so I won't have to.
손 씻기 하고 이제 파워업을 합시다. 이 다음에.
Very good.
Very good.
Now thin down the coconut milk with water and mix it with the rice.
Oh, come on, really?
Nothing to say, Jala? That's a change.
파워업.
I suddenly knew exactly what I needed to do.
인정 배율 증가. 이거 슈퍼 적기를 하면은 배율이 더 늘어나겠죠.
I really am an incredible teacher. You're being suspiciously quiet, Jala. It's starting to make me nervous. Okay then. Now it's time to add the sea salt.
인정을 많이 받지 이러면.
What else do you expect, Jala? A parade? Now it's time to light the stove.
Say something, Jala.
Say
Tell
something.
The truth. Isn't it time?
한 번 더. 인정 9.
I've already given you too many compliments today. Jala,
인정 끝났어. 인정 시간 끝났어.
Just open your mouth.
oh damn, the pan's hot. Pour the mixture in, quick!
지금 이제 게이지 쌓일 때마다 그냥 슈퍼하면 될 것 같아요.
Good. But don't get overconfident.
Just open your mouth, Jala. The truth will fall right out. All you need to do is let it. Don't you trust me?
당연히
I don't trust
믿지.
myself right now.
Isn't that the same thing?
Jala? Jala! Seriously, Jala. Cover the rice
one.
and let it cook in the coconut milk. Are you really giving me the silent treatment? Today, of all days.
이러는
I
편이
say something
안전했어요.
wrong every time I open my mouth, so
That's more like it.
Stir the rice before it goes lumpy, or we'll have to start all over again.
뭉치면 처음부터 만들어야 돼.
Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no? This time try to stir the rice as though you're not expressing your buried resentment towards me.
이끼를 물어버려.
how about you stop taking out your anxiety about Bhatti coming tomorrow on me?
I'm just trying to help you.
그건 투사예요. 어려운 말
You're
쓰네.
not good enough for her, so today nothing I do is good enough for you.
Keep going, Jala. You're on a roll.
Well, guess what, Ma? Maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe you aren't perfect either.
Sing it, sister.
슈퍼 냄새. 아이,
I knew you had my cooking.
그냥
skills.
5단계밖에 안 남았는데?
I
또 채울 수
see.
있을까?
You're worried about Aruni. That's what this drama is all about.
Wow, did she even hear you? Are you going to let her get away with minimizing our feelings?
You don't think she'll forgive you. You're scared to face her.
Are we talking about me and Aruni or you and Bhatti?
You have no idea how complicated my relationship with Bhatti is, how hard it is for me, so don't presume. No, don't say anything. The rice needs to cool off, and so do we. All I'm asking for is a little empathy, Jala.
먼저 공감을 해주세요.
You just want me not to show you up in front of Bhatti.
Why can't you just be on my side for once?
Why can't you be on mine?
I'm always on your side, Jala. You're the only one who doesn't see that. Oh, Kiri bath should be made with love, not anger. So let's set this argument and the rice aside, all right?
Are you really going to let her end the conversation like that? What gives her the right?
지금은
Of
때가
course I'm
아니야.
not. I'm just working up to what I want to say.
Don't think, just say it.
I don't think that's very good advice.
Coward.
Let's start on the sambal while the rice
삼보를
sits.
만들자.
The richness of the milk rice contrasts with the sambal's heat. See, Jala? Everything has to be a balance.
본다.
What happened to setting aside the argument?
What? I was talking about the Kiribat.
Is she kidding us?
At least admit it. I'm not stupid.
Did I say you were stupid, Jala? Please stop overreacting to the smallest comment. I think you should focus on what you're going to say to Aruni instead of interfering with me and my mother.
왜
What
그렇게
if your mother
질문해요?
knows that Aruni isn't talking to me? Would that be the end of the world?
You have no idea.
So let me get this straight. She's allowed to meddle in your life, but you can't even ask questions?
Now chop up the onions. Roughly will do. They don't have to be perfect. We'll grind them up later.
Ha!
I handed you that one.
5단계 남았는데 그걸 3개 만들 수 있을까?
Keep that focus.
We're doing so well, Jala. Why are you stopping now? Just because she made a joke?
가만히 있어.
It feels like you're trying to get me worked up.
Stop swallowing it all down. You know exactly what you want to say to her. What you've always wanted to say.
I can't.
You can. Just spit it out.
Sometimes you are just like your mother.
아까 엄마 할머니랑 똑같아요.
Yes. Didn't that feel good?
I feel kind of lightheaded. That's good, right?
That's relief. That's release. That's catharsis, baby.
Say something, Ma.
Add the red chili flakes. More than you think you'll need. Sambal needs to be fiery.
어. 인정 6.
My time hasn't been wasted.
아, 삼성 안 될
You
것
know, Jala,
같은데.
sometimes I hate how much I see myself in you. I moved continents to get away from my mother. Compared to that, you didn't go that far.
Do you hate me for what I did? Leaving town? Cutting myself off?
Of course I did. I hated you because it felt like I failed at loving you. But really, I hated myself. And I missed you.
Ma,
Ah, look at that. Time to crush everything up with the mortar and pestle. Go on now.
써버리자.
You're learning.
3 하면은
You came back home. That's the important thing.
거의
The last thing I want to do is drive you away again.
I didn't mean to say what I said. I don't know what happened.
Oh, sure. Blame me. That's much easier, isn't it? You coward.
I don't want you to feel like you have to run away from me, Jala.
Can't you see she's manipulating you?
Look at that. We're nearly done with this Kiribat. And not too soon.
Do you really think you fixed anything today? No way. You just papered over the cracks.
Second to last step, add the cured tuna. I admit,
6이면
I'm somewhat impressed.
아,
I know I said
이,
you have to
아,
fix
마지막
things well,
단계인데.
but it's all right if you can't. I'll just deal with whatever party has to say about it. I mean, who cares what my mother thinks, right? Look, don't answer that. Final step. Cut up the kiribat into nice even
이거 설마
pieces.
분기점인가 엔딩? 모르겠네요. 아,
Impressive.
안 된 것 같은데?
The moment of truth. Time to taste what you've made.
딱 모자라게 된 것 같은데? 아, 그때 하나만 아예 미스나지 않았어도.
So, does it taste good enough to inspire a miraculous sibling reconciliation?
It is recognizably kiribat.
That's good.
It's not bad. Perhaps the nostalgia value will carry the day with Aruni.
I'll take any slim hope of advantage I can get.
아, 다시 한번. 문제 없나? 그래, 합시다. 전화 받기. 하지 못한 일들을 끝내기 좋은 날이다. 그러니까 엔딩이란 얘기죠. 벌써 엔딩이라고? 아직 얘기를 못한 애들이 한참 남았는데. 그럼 이참에 다 합시다
Well,
그냥.
Chow, really, you haven't asked for those in years. Not since high school, from my memory.
Uh-oh, she's getting suspicious. Abort! Abort!
Is this really for you, Jala?
말을
You can
돌린다.
just admit it if you don't remember how, Ma.
I make bunny chow often. Your father loves it.
Got her on the defensive. Nice.
Then it should be easy for you to teach me again, right?
You aren't involving me in some scheme, are you?
아닌데요?
Does everything have to be an interrogation of my moral character?
This house is a kangaroo court, Your Honor.
Very well, Jala. Between Aruni's wedding, Pati's imminent arrival, and you, I don't have the time or energy to fight. I'll teach you. Come on.
That was too easy. I bet she was already hungry.
Start by washing your hands.
손 씻어야지.
Do not underestimate the challenge of this recipe, Jala. Chop the garlic and ginger finely.
Got it.
You're not done yet. You'll need to cut the potatoes and lamb into cubes too.
안 만져도 될 것 같아.
Maybe we should invest in a mandolin.
Nonsense. We have no need for some specialized medieval French contraption.
I'll just start dicing the onions.
슈퍼다지. 아니! 순간 헷갈렸어.
Very good.
5.6
What
인정.
else do you expect? Stop trying to look pathetic. If you really need a break, I can take over.
This feels like a trap.
So? What? Should I take over? Since it's too difficult for you?
No, I'm not tired. I'm fine. I got it.
할게요.
Good.
Wow, she sounded downright approving.
You'll need to get comfortable doing this often, Jala. Taking care of a family is hard work.
Ah, your hypothetical offspring have been officially invoked. And you've barely been chatting 10 minutes.
I really need to focus on this chopping in silence, Amma. Sorry.
조심스럽게 썰기. 정말 조심스럽죠?
You won't completely embarrass me in front of Patti.
Finally.
All right. Light the stove and heat up some vegetable oil in a pan with a good bottom.
She said bottom.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Jala.
She said bottom.
Like working with a child.
슈퍼 점화. 인정.
Even Patti would approve. What am I saying? Start by browning ginger, garlic, and onion until just fragrant. Don't step away or get distracted, Jala, or it'll burn and taste horrible.
Whatever you say, Ma.
I'm taking time out of my day to give you good advice, madam. The least you can do is be respectful.
Uh-oh, I can see your eyebrows furrowing, and I'd like to get out of this alive.
Sorry, Ma. Please, continue.
Just stir before this meal is utterly ruined. Just like my mood.
그라인더.
Good. But don't get overconfident. I finally remembered Andale.
Oh no.
They're
Andale.
Tyler's best friend, aren't they? Oh, Jala, did you really try and get between them?
네, 나쁜
Maybe
친구였긴
I was a
했죠.
little jealous, and maybe I didn't handle it well.
Maybe.
Maybe. When it comes to Tyler, even though you're a smart girl, you're emotionally stupid. When it comes to love, your judgment goes out the window. I truly cannot predict your behavior. It's enough to send me to an early grave.
When have you ever won challenging Mom directly like this? You have to learn to act weak, Jala.
동정심을 유발한다.
I've only been home a few days, Ma. I just want to spend time with you. This isn't about Andale or Tyler or anyone else. Can we just focus on us?
Okay, Jala.
Victory!
It's time to add the lamb to the masala mix. You can handle that, can't you?
Yes, Ma.
슈퍼 붓기. 인정 6. 이러면 말렛.
Finally, we hollow out a loaf of bread to stir, pour, and serve the bunny chow in.
You made the bread as well?
You could use store-bought if you don't care what your food tastes like. I just like things to be done correctly. Now, let's finish the job.
마지막 냄비 접기. 아이고. 어차피 이거 신경 안 써도 되지. 오, 이건 맛있겠다. 약간 빠니 파스타처럼 속 안을 파서 안에다 넣는 건가 보네요. 아, 이게 마지막 날인 것 같으니까 음식은 다 한 번씩만 봅시다.
How is it?
I think you could hand this plate to anyone with pride. It's quite competent. Good work.
이거 별 2개 받은 게 좀 아쉽다. 근데 이미 할 게 지금 2개 남았거든요.
Ooh, there's rice soaking.
What about it?
브리아니?
We're having biryani for dinner. Lamb or chicken?
Look closer. It's parboiled rice, not basmati. We're going to make uttapam. They're
우따밤.
thicker than dosas and topped with onions and green chilies. I might as well teach you the method while you're here. Start by washing your hands.
8단계네요. 그러면 슈퍼 손쉽게 먼저 하자.
There,
그리고 하나
first
하나
step is to grind the rice and then grind the urad dal.
쌀이랑 달, 우라드
Every
달.
house has its own proportion, and you just have to get a feel for the consistency of the batter.
So, is this Bati's secret ratio that she handed down to you?
It's dosa batter and I'm Tamilian. Of course, it's my mother's. Don't tell your dad I said that.
Save it for when you really need to get out of something.
Less chit chat, more grinding.
달기. 달기는 조심해야 돼. 되게 빨라가지고.
You won't completely embarrass me in front of Bati. Tyler always loved my uttapams.
Does she not come over anymore?
No, she does. I've talked to her a lot more than I've talked to you these last 3 years. Just because you broke up doesn't mean I can forget. She's like a daughter to me.
그렇군.
Forget it. Mix the rice batter and the dal batter together till they combine and set it aside to ferment overnight. I have some leftover idli batter you can practice on.
이디 반죽. 젓기. 인정이랑 열기
I've
하나.
already given you two. I suppose I should be glad that Tyler does still come over despite everything. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm saying anything.
What is
묻어라지.
it?
No, it's nothing.
When Amma says it's nothing, it's definitely something.
Time to chop up the onions, coriander, and green chilies. Let's keep it simple today. I'm suddenly quite tired.
슈퍼 다지기. 또 좀 하나 떴어.
That's good. It's Tyler's mother.
삼성은 될 듯 하네요.
She
마지막 게
hasn't
진짜
spoken to me since you
어려웠어가지고.
left home.
But you and Auntie Anissa and Auntie C used to hang out all the time. She made you laugh.
It's true. We didn't even know Amma could make sounds like that. It was 30% sweet and 70% terrifying, which is kind of the entire brown auntie vibe.
I'm a mother too, Jala. How can I blame her? If Tyler had been the one to break your heart, you think I wouldn't do the same thing?
내가 다 망쳤네
I
그러면.
knew I'd messed up my relationships. But I didn't even think about how it would affect yours.
Impressive blast radius, Jala.
I didn't know, Ma.
몰랐음.
We've barely spoken in years. How would you know? Anyway, let's not just stand around. Mix all the chopped up ingredients into a bowl and add a pinch of salt.
손으로 섞자.
I knew you had my cooking genes. Add some oil to the pan and light the stove.
Don't you think we should talk about this some more?
더 할까요?
I said what I had to say. It's done.
Spoiler alert, it's not done.
Amma.
Come on, it's lighting a stove, Jala, not solving quadratic equations in your head. Move it.
무빗. 저 말을 해도 2개 할 열정이 안 될 것 같은데. 아 된다. 딱 2개 된다.
What else do you expect? If you really want to do something useful, you could hurry up and have it out with your sister. You two are really giving me so much stress. Why can't you talk to each other?
What if we do talk, but she doesn't forgive me?
So you're both avoiding each other, just for different reasons. I didn't raise my daughter to be a coward, Jala. As your mother, what can I say?
정말 실망이 크구나.
The reigning guilt trip champion of Timber Hill shoots, and she scores!
Could you sound a little less excited about my emotional damage?
But it's so fun to watch. You know, when it's not happening to me.
I'll just add some water to the batter then, shall I?
Yes, Jala. You
이거 또 못 들었다.
I
인정
really am
6개.
an incredible teacher. The pan's hot. All right. Let's fry the uttapams. Pour a ladleful of batter into the center of the pan and add the toppings after a minute or 2. Once the base is nice and brown, flip it without breaking it apart.
피자처럼.
Ah, like those Italian chefs tossing pizza dough.
No, like a Tamil woman flipping an uttapam. It's quite simple. Just don't fling it to the ceiling or drop it on the floor. Think you can manage that?
Uh-huh. Let's give it a go.
슈퍼 튀기기 이러면 딱코 됐죠? 아 저런
Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no?
거의 말렙. 요리 하나만 더 만들어 봅시다. 그래도 다
One
봐야지.
uttapam coming in hot.
Your ancestors won't have to hide their faces in shame.
So it's good.
Don't get overconfident. You've managed it this time, but can you turn it out perfectly every time?
Ha! So it's really good. I knew it.
Ah, fine. It's good. Happy now?
오케이 레벨업. 근데 요리는 다 봅시다. 그래도 이거 말렙 찍는 건 너무 오래 걸리니까 하지 말고. 하나 남았죠? 하나만 만들고.
Ah, Kathi rolls, a Calcutta delicacy. Spiced chicken thighs with juicy onions, spicy green chilies, and a hint of lime. Yummy!
Dad, I'm already hungry. You don't have to sell me on this.
Then I won't keep us from deliciousness any longer. Go, wash up. Have you washed your hands, Jala Banana?
9단계. 슈퍼 손 씻기 해도 될 것 같아요. 너무 성급했다.
Fine, let's get started. To start with our marinade. Crush up some garlic and ginger for me, will you, Podidua? We're looking for a nice paste.
Well, I do love crushing things.
Ginger, garlic, our parents' hopes and dreams.
부숴버리자.
Have you considered becoming a chef, Chalu? You know, I learned this recipe to try to win over your party. It didn't work, obviously. She's a stubborn one, just like your Amma. Oh, don't tell your Amma I said that.
You
Okay,
usually
that's
get on with
acceptable.
everyone, Dad.
Alas, Patti is immune to the Jairatni charm, but thankfully your mother isn't. But let's keep these jokes about Patti between us. Hit the chicken mixture with some spice before we get too carried away. Your technique is absolutely mesmerizing. Where's the handheld camcorder? It's mint
똑같은
chutney
거니까.
time. Remember how much your sister loves
민트
chutney?
처트니.
Yes, Dad?
Aruni loved chutney so much, we started calling her Chutney.
I remember, Dad.
You girls were so sweet. Ah, where does the time go? It's like it was yesterday.
He's gone. Let's just blend it and move on before he pulls out the photo albums.
이거 그냥 갈기 한번 하자. 오늘 빨라가지고 슈퍼까지 하면 더 어려울 것 같아요.
Incredible, but you are simply incredible. The way I see it, I'm not married to your putty. I married your mother, and I have no regrets about that. Genuinely, I think Putty's disapproval was harder on her than it was on me. We need some filling for the cutty rolls.
파티롤에 채울 속을 넣기.
Not too finely. You're
인정
doing
6.
so well. I promise you seem to be getting quite fired up. How about lighting the stove?
Dad loves to deflect when he doesn't want to give his opinion.
6에서 이걸 하면은 7, 8 하면서 열정 채워가지고 할 수 있겠죠?
You've redefined the meat. Fry up those chopped veggies first, and then
오케이.
what a pro!
Oh.
I wish you could remember more of my mother, Jalu.
아 이러면 한 칸이
She was a
되는구나.
wonderful woman, though she didn't handle things with Chandra well. I'm sure she had regrets. I can't complain. It's your auntie who had it much worse.
이 부모가 훨씬
Half the family
힘들어했다.
still don't speak to her.
그렇군요.
Parama, she meant well, but she worried about appearances, reputation. What did the neighbors think? It ruled her life and ours. That's why when raising you girls, I wanted you to know you could come to me with anything. I didn't want a home full of secrets, brushed under every rug, for everyone to walk around on eggshells. Oh, speaking of which, time to whisk up an egg so we can fry the paratas.
계란을 풀자. 쭉 빠져. 아니 이게 어떻게 조음일 수가 있어?
Are you a witch, Jala?
Her exes would say so.
One of the things we really wanted to do for you kids was accept your partners unconditionally. That's why we welcomed Ahmed and Tyler back in the day. We'll accept whoever you end up with, Jala, as long as they make you happy.
Okay.
고마워요.
I know.
Now, come. Before the fillings get cold, fry the paratha with the egg on one side. Then we assemble and feast.
튀기기.
Maybe I should be the one taking cooking lessons from.
거의 말렙. 진짜 롤이네요. 이것도 배경이 있었네.
So, what do you
Oh.
think?
This is perfection. Exquisite cutty roll, Jalu.
Come on, Dad. No notes.
Don't change a thing. The flaky paratas, the tender chicken, the bite of raw onion. I'd love to compliment you more, but I have to finish this while it's still hot.
이러면 요리는 다 해봤죠? 했었고요. 나갑시다. 후회자 상태. 안 될래? 이 바이러스의 내푸난카. 차단한다. 음악을 훔쳐갔어. 컬렉션 해야 되고요. 가자. 퀘스트도 다 해야죠. 하기 전에 아로니를 만나기 전에 퀘스트를 납시다. 밀크쉐이크. 고백할 게 있어. 어제 돼서 깨달았어. 다른 사람이 착각해서였어. 아, 아니 착각이었구나. 이긴 걸로 하자. 오케이, 고맙다 밀크쉐이크. 내 밀크쉐이크는 최고였어. 사실 한두 번밖에 안 썼지만. 전투 시작. 아, 얘는 또 뭐야? 타임커니의 구해자.
Hey! Stop messing with our gems. These were stolen fair and square.
훔친 건 맞지 않아. 썩지.
I have to admit, I'm kinda into your style.
오케이. 하트. 이거 한번 데미지 보죠. 한 방일 것 같은데. 한 방은 아니구나. 자해. 하면은 이러면 그냥 이거 쓰면 돼. 투명탑. 하면은 잡고요.
I'm tired of looking at your face. Time for you to run home.
와, 저긴 어디야? 아. 이런 데도 있었네. 아, 얘는 봤던 얘죠.
Do these tunes make me seem groovy, baby?
아니. 부회자니까 보통 서스티는 다 통하는 것 같아.
I have to admit, I'm
오케이. 최강의 덩크를 보여주마. 원이네? 원턴킬이네?
You're not what I expected.
I get that a lot.
그런 말 많이 들어. 그 전에 의지력 좀 회복하고. 얘 또 누구야? 구해자.
Sorry, I don't think you have the moves.
수리야. 구해자니까 서스티 통하겠지?
Those are some impressive moves.
굿. 너도 한 방이나 보자. 덩크. 슛. 아, 한 방. 자해딜로 이길 수도 있을지도? 아, 이게 나한테? 이거 공격해도 되겠다, 이건.
You can buy a map at Loops. It'll show you the quickest way out of town. Bye.
빠이. 내일 믹스페이스를 들어. 아줌마는 있어. 넣어줘.
Oh, thank goodness. I swear, if the local scene got flooded with bootlegs again, I was gonna lose it.
Sounds
충분하게
like you
대한다.
need a better hiding spot. Or some hired muscle to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
What do you think I called you for? Not your conversational skills, that's for sure.
You're more about body language anyway.
In all seriousness, thank you. I've been so busy
축제
with
준비를 하고
festival
있어?
planning. This was the last thing I needed. These tapes are for very dear repeat customers, and my mixes are custom curated every time.
그렇군요.
They look sick as hell on delay. You can really tell the love you put in.
사용 불가. 어? 아, 어제 설마 안 했나? 어제 안 해가지고 하루 모자란 건가? 한번 합시다.
Congrats, Jala.
Aruni.
You reached a new low, getting Mom to emotionally blackmail me into meeting you with Kiribati. I actually expected better of you. Guess that's on me, huh?
우리 둘 다
Mom's focus
피해자야.
on me, same as you.
What a convenient story. Next you'll tell me we have to stick together in the face of parental pressure. Isn't it already
얘가
obvious
나레이터 있는
she's a
이거
leader?
모델이죠.
And why is this all your fault anyway? She's the older sister.
방해하지 마.
Just give me some space here. The commentary's not helping.
I'm just looking out for you. So what? You wanted to talk. So talk.
미안.
I know I've been a shit sister. I promise I'll do everything I can to make it up to you.
And what about her? I'm the one who's been looking out for you all this time. And I should believe you. Why, exactly? Let's be really honest. You're not back in town to make up with me, or Mom and Dad, or anyone else. You came back because Jennifer threw you out, and you had nowhere else to go.
말은 되네.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't have the guts to come back till everything blew up in my face. But I'm here now. That's something, right?
Begging for scraps. Pathetic. You know it's not gonna work, right? God damn, Jennifer, I could kill her. I really could. You have no idea how worried I was every time you didn't pick up the phone. I take it she encouraged you to cut off contact with us?
용기가
I
없었어.
didn't know how to explain myself to you. You all made it pretty clear that you blamed me. And Jennifer was so understanding. It was just easier to stop calling.
You were protecting yourself. It's understandable. Don't you dare let yourself off the hook that easy, Jala. No, you broke Mom and Dad's hearts. You were always their favorite.
그래서 화났구나.
Well, I certainly fell conclusively off that pedestal.
She loved you falling from grace, getting what you deserved. Ask her. Go on.
That probably made you happy, huh?
Are you kidding me? God, you're a piece of work sometimes. You know, Auntie C actually cried. That old battle axe. Forget it. It's done now. I just want to know one thing. You and
알러
Tyler,
말이야.
are you still in love with her?
Can I take a rain check on that question, please? Possibly forever.
For God's sake, Jala, you better figure it out before you go blundering back into her life. Either you really need to pee, or you have a question you're dying to ask. Which is it?
언니에 대해
How have you
얘기해줘.
been, really? How's work? Any planes fall out of the sky recently?
Keep your voice down. Everyone knows I'm an engineer at Boeing, dummy.
아, 보잉사의 엔지니어.
Should be illegal to love your job this much.
I got a promotion last month.
오,
And it's also where I met Ahmed.
승진?
I
멋진
bet
걸?
it came with a salary bump. You're picking up the tab, right?
When have you ever picked up the tab, brat? Your ass is so broke, it probably does need a team of engineers to fix it. Okay, I hate her, but that was a burn.
아흠에 대해 얘기해줘.
So, is Ahmed the man of your dirty dreams? Are you in love? Is he
사랑해?
good in bed?
Yes, and you have no idea. You little freak. For some reason, he really wants to meet you and cares about your dumb opinion. He's actually nice and a good person whose soul hasn't been crushed by life. Try not to be a complete mega bitch when you meet him.
설마 아흐메드가 사운디는 아니겠죠? 그 곰탈 수녀님? 아니겠지?
Promise. How can she say that about us? You're barely a deca bitch. A kill a bitch at worst.
When I left home, you were pretty adamant that you didn't want to get married. And now, this. Does that mean you've changed your mind about having kids too?
What if I have?
그렇다면? 글쎄요, 자기 맘이지 뭐.
Is it Ahmed? Is he pressuring you?
No, Chala. God, some of us have better taste in partners than that. Don't you think it's a bit rich to be pulling this protective sister act now? You're trying so hard and she's meeting you with hostility. We don't need this.
Arnie, be
아르니.
honest with me. I need to know. Are we good?
Good? Good? I hate you for not calling. I hate Jennifer for taking advantage of you. I hate Mom and Dad for not doing more. I hate myself for ever letting her near you.
언니 잘못이 아니.
That is not on you.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
아니야.
So where do we go from here?
결혼식 하겠죠 뭐.
We both made mistakes. We can keep going over them or just move forward. I'll forgive you.
네가 날 용서하면 나도 널 용서할게.
Deal.
Maybe she forgives you now, but do you think she'll ever really look at you the same way? Every time you make the tiniest mistake, hurt her feelings, say the wrong thing, it'll all come crumbling down. How long do you think you can keep up the perfect sister act, Jala? Do you even really want to? Deep down? I guess whatever happens between us, I can't stop being an older sister. I spoke to Tyler for you last night. Set up a meet. She'll be waiting for you outside the skate park. Don't thank me. Just promise me one thing. Stay celibate until my wedding.
그렇군요. 잘라. 아 이거를 퀘스트 된다. 믹스테이프. 머니 차오? 맞다, 만들어놨었죠 이미. 배송 괜찮아 결정하자. 이거는 타고 갑시다. 이건 타고 가는 게 더 빠를걸요? 간다. 전에 먹고
I smell something delicious.
I slaved over a hot stove for hours. Don't I deserve a reward?
Wow, Jala. Have you somehow developed less game than when we were in high school?
Try and tell me it's not working. You're titillated, maybe even tantalized.
I won't be tempted by anything but that bunny chow. But do keep texting, I guess. I forgot how compelling our talks can be.
끝. 아, 아직도 뭐가 안 찼네?
There's my champion, Jalu.
What's up, Auntie?
The skate kids are all talking about Soundy.
사운디가 떠난 얘기하지. 떠났죠?
Good. Your Amma and I are going out for drinks tonight to celebrate. I knew you could do it.
평소하게 말하는.
Aw, I didn't play that big a part. He sent those kids to face me, and after that, I guess they saw he didn't have their best interests at heart. They're lucky to have someone like you, though.
And now you as well. I see the makings of a great auntie yet.
Maybe not that.
Something wrong with being an auntie?
No, I would never say that.
To your face.
Well, hun, your next board fix-up is on me.
Free isn't it
헐.
always free?
Who says I haven't been keeping a ledger? Stay on Auntie's good side and you'll never find out.
We should take that seriously. Personally, I wouldn't want someone with arms like Heracles threatening my kneecaps.
알아. 그래서 어땠어? 얘 바로 되네? 오늘의 이상한 이모티콘 뭐야? 귀엽다. 아, 소포를 배달하기. 이제 타일러가 그거였죠? 마지막.
Quit your hovering and tell me what you want already.
대놓고 뻐겨야지.
You girls did so good. I was worried, but you kicked that creep to the curb. Barefoot Park is yours.
Oh my god, calm down. You're gonna give yourself an aneurysm. Not that I care, but if you died, Irfan would be so bummed and insufferable about
얘도
it.
좀 마음이 약해졌네요. 저 엄청나게
I
싫어하더니.
just wanted to say I'm very excited to see what you all end up doing with the park.
Ugh, don't get all very special episode on
인간극장
us.
치고.
But you know, it is funny. I was thinking of leaving town, but now the idea of building something together is kind of cool.
We have big plans, huge plans. The skate park will become the 8th wonder of the world.
The skate colossus of rails? Or like Mount Shredder-Manjaro?
이럴 수
That
있겠지 뭐.
sounds difficult, but not impossible. It'll be a lot of work, but maybe I can help?
Are you implying we can't lead ourselves? That we need an elder in charge?
Wow, already trying to be the next Soundy? Wow.
No! I mean, it's just way too much work for the 5 of you.
Ye of little faith. Don't worry, Jala. We'll be benevolent and let you do your feeble kickflips in our blessed arena.
Your ollies are on life support, bro. Get good.
Yep, great chat as always.
그렇군요. 배달도 해야 돼요. 배달하면 이제 얘랑도 다 되겠다. 아야. 여기가 배달 장소야?
It's you. What do you want?
I have a special delivery mixtape from Andale for you.
How could I know you haven't encrypted it with secret brainwashing messages? Like how if you listen to My Heart Will Go On backwards and fast forward at the same time, the opening lyrics actually say, Sears owns your soul.
Dang, you got me. Here's your tape anyway, kid.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks, Mom. I mean, I said that on purpose and was kidding. I have to go in the back now for...
What an amazing day. I want to stay in this moment forever.
다음 목적지는 저기 가깝네요. 가까운 건가? 댄스 아니라 얘한테겠죠?
Can I help you?
Special delivery. You ordered some mixtapes from Andale?
Oh, finally. This is gonna make my shift go by so much faster.
부정의 표시야.
We got off on the wrong foot. I'm making amends with Dia, and I was hoping we could start over too. Maybe we can even have a skate sesh together sometime.
Tone down the desperation. You reek of it.
Soundy's army doesn't take bribes. But thanks for the tunes.
아, 다 꼬마애들한테 다 나눠주는 건가 보네요. 그리고 아, 여기구나. 이거 이력서에 올려도 되냐? 안딜레랑 만나기. 여기로 갑시다. 에이, 안 돼요. 겨.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but you are a complete lifesaver for me.
오늘 너
today.
덕분에 살았다.
I'm so happy I can cross this off my to-do list.
If I was greedy, I'd be asking for a cut of the profit.
Isn't getting on my good side payment enough? Beggars shouldn't be so choosy, babe.
A good business reputation is worth its weight in gold, and my services don't come cheap.
How new for you?
Jala Jayaratna, 25 years old, found dead in a ditch.
Haha, kidding. It's all love. Thanks, Jala. You're the VIP.
이 답을 모두 들어줬다. 얘는 아예 안 주나? 얘는 어디 갔다고 했었죠? 어디 갔다고 했으니까 뭐. 그러면 타일러랑 대화하기. 베어풋 공원으로 가면 되나? 아니네.
So, everyone, don't freak out, but I have someone to introduce. The person who actually gave me
이
the
계획의
idea
아이디어
for this
준
little
사람.
scheme.
아 설마 사운디가 너였니?
Aruni?
아룬이?
I should have known.
Wait! I thought this was all my idea!
Oh, sweetie. Yes. That's obviously what they wanted you to think.
But why?
Why?
I didn't want all of you causing drama at my wedding.
Okay, no. I refuse to pretend that secretly masterminding your sister's exes into messy confrontations with her is the low drama option.
I needed to keep her occupied. I wasn't ready to talk it out with her.
아,
So
아
you used us
계획이었어?
as distractions?
Fine, I also wanted to torture her a bit. Maybe a lot.
To know Jala is to want to torture her.
Please don't make that sound like such a sex thing.
Sorry.
Fun as it has been to watch this drama play out, it's time to face what I've been avoiding.
Your mom called you, huh?
Threatened me, more like. What about
아
you, Tyler?
이제 엄마가
Isn't it
전화해서
time you
더
two
이상은 안
actually
된다 이제 했나 보네요. 네, 할머니가 오신다고 하니까.
No, no way. Absolutely not.
I am asking you as your friend. I mean, I like you more than my sister right now. Do it for me.
Oh, your entire bloodline is cursed.
I'm taking that as a yes.
One of us!
One of us.
One of us?
Oh, shut up before I change my mind.
아, 만나긴 하나 보네. 오케이, 마지막 대화 상대. 헤헤. 드디어 나랑 말하려고 내 마음 먹었니?
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to do.
Good point.
어차피 다 했잖아요. 얘는 아예 그냥 대화가 안 되는 거 같고.
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to
화장실
be
좀
easy to deal
다녀올게요.
with.
잠깐요. 좀 오래 걸렸죠. 그래가지고
Never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the
Tyler.
first friend Jala made after our parents moved us to
처음 사귄
America.
친구.
Her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14.
14살 때.
They've been the on-again, off-again grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
당연히 아니지.
No! You forgave me because you were self-assured. You loved me, you understood me, better than I did myself sometimes.
But you really didn't understand me at all, did you? You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
묻어줄 순 없지. 싸웁시다. 이게 마지막 보스 전이겠죠? 헬로윈 컨셉이네. F이자 X, 바로 그 X. 로맨스는 죽었어도 부검할 순 있다.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us? Oh, please.
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
보여?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
끔찍하지 안 그래?
Of all the people to be stuck with 24/7, my older sister.
Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that, it's obvious.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
내가 아니야. 조용히 해, 아룬이.
Aruni, stop! Right now!
She's you, you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking.
무의식의 그런
The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But I know you too, Tyler. You want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us? Why you'll forgive us even now? Even though you shouldn't.
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
전곡을 찔려. 얘 약점이 없어. 그러면 대충 공격이 나왔죠. 29댐.
you made me feel like I wasn't good enough for you. That wasn't an accident. It was deliberate.
고의였어. 이걸 약점을 약점이 없으니까 안 되고. 그냥 이건 하죠. 그래도 스킬이니까 데미지는 더 들어갈 거 아니야. 그쵸? 55 데미지. 30 피해.
Sergio! Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
꺼냈어.
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
아이디어 주지 마.
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead.
무섭군.
And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. You're tangled in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
모두 돌려줄 거다.
Bro! You're back!
I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely
똑똑하다.
know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made it too easy for you, huh?
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
안쓰럽지
He
않았어.
wasn't afraid to like someone more than they liked him. That's not pathetic, it's brave.
Braver than either of you.
감정 피해.
Huh. Maybe you're right. Maybe both of us were too proud for our own good. But I didn't crush your pride into the dirt over and over and over again. You didn't make it easy for me to be brave, Jala.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shields she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
네. 얘를 공격해야겠죠? 도발을 해야겠죠? 서스틱하게 만들자.
Can we finish fighting and start making out already?
오케이. 그럴 줄 알았어. 최강의 덩크를 보여줘. 굿. 한방 컷. 섹시한 지진. 이 약점이 뭐였더라? 기정이었나?
You've already left town. Why am I still fighting you?
No one ever really leaves this town, Jala.
아이고 멀쩡하네. 네, 한 번 기회는 있다. 이건 확률 75%야. 현욱이었나 얘가?
I'm not dazzled by those biceps anymore. My eyes are clear.
What if I flexed a little more?
굿. 저한테 현혹됐죠? 이번 공격을 합시다. 이번 그냥 공격해야 될 것 같아. 그냥 공격. 그냥 의지적으로 회복해야 되기 때문이죠.
All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises for you to leave this town in the rear view. You didn't even really want me. You wanted to escape. Your parents, Timber Hills.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we had?
무서웠어.
I needed you too much. I had to prove I could live without you.
Watching you hang off
감정
my
피해.
arm certainly convinced her of that.
Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to know that I share an ex with this guy?
잡았죠? 들어가. 나머지 2명 꺼내오겠지 그러면. 한 명만
Hello
꺼내오네.
again, super freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, death becomes her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Buttless.
Ouch.
It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't.
아, 얘 뭐였지? 얘도 비정이었을 텐데.
Just because you've been
But some moments are
Okay.
unforgettable, darling.
(128) 아이고 아마 분노 상태 만드는 거일 텐데 저런 건. WP를 올려줘야 되는. WP 회복시켜주는 거 있을 텐데 턴마다. 모카바. 충전하기 전에 끝내야 돼. 한 번 더. 아 근데 이게 안 되는데?
I still think about how you felt, Chala. The things you let me do to you, the promises
함께
you
속삭이던
whispered,
약속들.
all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind of all the people in the world. How could you betray me with her?
질투하는
Are
거야?
you seriously still mad that my first time wasn't with you, Tyler? It's been over a decade. Can you seriously not let this go?
She was wild with jealousy. She hated me so much it made me shiver.
Chala, that is not hot. Why would you even think that?
I'm not. I didn't. Shut up, she can hear you.
You are an actual dog.
너 정말 저질이다. 그냥 공격합시다. WP가 너무 낮아요. 여지력이. 3배. 한 명 더.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to
이르판.
hurt you.
Why do
그
you
고양이는 안
I'm
나왔네?
about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
왜 날 용서한 거야?
I really thought we were done, that I'd lost you.
Forgiving you then made you think you could walk all over me.
No, Tyler, that's not what I meant.
It's true, though. You counted on her forgiveness after that. You expected it.
선택지에 따라서 데미지가 더 다르게 들어가나? 아, 아이템. 아, 턴당 WP 있을 텐데. 있다. 가슴이. 굿. 얘다 충격인가?
Irfan's the town auntie's choice, not mine.
Wow. Hurtful.
아이고.
I know our relationship was collateral damage and your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
어쩔 수
I
없었어.
could see my future all laid out, and I just didn't want to be that person anymore.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
주인공 정말 이런 거 볼 때마다 나쁜 얘기인 것 같아. 수빈자 부담으로 걸었었어. 그냥 돌려보내네?
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her.
약점이 하나뿐이에요. 얘도 더스티 아니야? 분노였나?
I only pursued Andale because I was jealous of the two of you.
I knew that already, but it still hurts.
이런.
Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
넌 날 대체할 수
Oh,
없어.
please. You're just a friend. I was so much more than that.
Can you at least have the decency to be jealous?
서스티.
Your heart still clenches when you look at me. I know it does.
Because I'm so enraged. Not
저런.
anything else.
Real believable, Andale.
짓누르는 압박감. 기정.
You pretend you don't care, but each of these ghosts tells a different story.
Have I mentioned how much I hate being in the middle of this?
이거는 하나밖에 없어서 너무 힘들긴 하다.
Ugh, here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
응.
You're the one person I can't leave behind.
Are you saying that because you think that's what I want to hear? Because it's not, actually.
Isn't that what you wanted? To be the most important person in my life?
지금 다 잘못 찍고 있는 것 같은데?
Reevaluated my entire approach after you destroyed all my future plans, Jala. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you.
돌아가. 약점이 변했고요. 이걸 소환하자. 약점 찾기. 약점 찾기. 약점 노출. 분노.
So what? I don't want to be with you anymore, and all our years of friendship mean nothing?
You didn't just leave me, Jala.
Hey.
You incinerated us.
최강의 사이드 폭발.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
그래줘.
Irony!
If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
너무 뜨거워. 내가 배려가
I wish
없었어.
I'd met you later. I would have known how to be more careful with your heart.
Oh, please, stop trying to make excuses. This is just who you are. Selfish, impulsive, cruel. You don't deserve her love. That's why you always doubted it. That's why you ran. Because it was only a matter of time before she realized what you've always known. You're a fraud.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk
나한테
to her.
그런 식으로 말하지 마.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think
Irony. Please, stop it.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
그럴 수가.
I gave you my heart, Jala,
I gave you my heart.
and you ate it whole.
감정 피해. WP가 모자라다. WP 막 엄청 올려주는 거 없나? 하나 써 빗나갔죠?
You and me, we're a graveyard. Everything that was living is now dead. All that's left are ghosts.
묘지 같은 관계. 다 죽어서 감정적으로 공격하는 타입. 아이고 패배. 그래도 잡았다. 화해했으니 친구가 될 수 있을 안 될 것 같은데 얘는 진짜 안 될 것 같은데. 오케이 화해했다 물리로.
What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please. Stop. Let's start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again.
그쵸?
But I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my
베프였어.
family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing.
하트
No more
브레이커.
ghosts, okay?
레벨업. 과거 파헤치기 타일러랑 싸운다.
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay?
천천히
No
하자.
blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I
적절해.
guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
Ah, that reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
실제 본인이 아무 관계 없는 거 알지?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
저 존재가 되게 좋진 않은 것 같아.
Shala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
그러니까 지금 머릿속에 있는 아루니가 지금 얘 잘라의 방어 기제 이런 거잖아요. 얘랑도 말레비 됐네. 그러면 집으로 가기. 집으로 대화해서 하루 마무리하기. 화해했어요.
Are you done for the day?
일은 끝났니?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
냉장고 돌아먹. 키리바트. 오.
So, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
중요한 날이긴 했죠.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
고모.
Auntie, you're here?
언제 오셨대?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I can't believe Amma got drunk. I can't even imagine it.
It's a balance. 2 or 3 drinks is liberated, but the 4th tips her into morose.
Aruni inherited that, bless her. Ah, my girls.
Dad, have you been drinking too?
Ha ha! Busted!
Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
괜찮아요.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
이진 맥지.
Like I've been 10 rounds with Mike Tyson, but emotionally. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patti will
아침에
be-
할머니가 온다 했었죠?
Dun dun dun.
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
내일을 위해 아껴주세요.
Mom can't hear you right now. I'd just save your energy to muster up some fake enthusiasm tomorrow.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that.
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
그래도 감사해요. 간다 이제. 내일 아침에는 이제 모든 게 결판이 나겠죠? 꿈속 세계다. 하트 브레이크. 과연? 앉기. 살펴보기. 아, 이런 데다 숨겨놓네? 에이. 이런 거 이제 또 막 스팀으로 했으면 도전과제 이런 거 생겨가지고 놓칠 거 아니야.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over. I made you say things you didn't want to say.
이제 와서 미안했다고 해봤자
I shouldn't have done that.
넌 위험해.
I thought you were helping me, but you're out of control. You're frightening.
I'm only frightening because you're too scared to look in the mirror. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting. I'm part of you. How can you just abandon me?
나는 너야.
Deep down, you want this too.
Jala, don't do this. I'm scared.
사랑해.
You're the part of me I couldn't love. You're fickle, you're mean, you're vain and self-righteous. You're so angry. I felt like I needed to change myself to be loved. Cut those parts out, suppress them, avoid them.
But the more you did, the more I came out in ways you didn't expect.
I'm not hiding from my shadow anymore. I see you. I know you. I accept you. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll
넌 내
always
일부야.
be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
안녕 아르니.
Goodbye, Jala.
사랑을 원하니? 개를 키우렴. 할머니가 내일 도착한다. 챌린지랑 레시피. 아, 레시피가 또 추가됐어?
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
네, 거칠애를 해요.
Poppy's our grandmother. Can't we just be ourselves?
For once, I agree with Jala. The world must be ending.
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
아, 도착하셨어. 오. 화려하게 옷을 벗는 것은 아주 전통인가?
My three favorite girls all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
음식 좋지. 알았다. 와, 나 이거 한번 만들었었는데?
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
하지만 빠져나갈 길은 없다.
Mom's been really patient with me. I'm sure I can manage parathas.
Well, you have confidence at least. I hope you're not going to disappoint us.
Of course she can make parathas, Ma.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Bati might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
요리 단계
I was just
4단계였나?
asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of
So?
course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma.
어디 보자. 이거 2번 해야 이제 한 칸이 차잖아요. 그러니까 슈퍼 손쉽게를 하자. 오케이.
Very good. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
말씀대로
Yes,
하자.
Bati.
Such an obedient child. Your mother had such a smart mouth at your age.
Jala? Obedient. Sure, yeah. That's my little sis. Never put a foot outside the bounds.
I see who did inherit your smart mouth, Rukmini.
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
새로 고르고. 이거 전혀 A가 안 될 것 같은데?
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
하나 들자.
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for?
뜯기. 이거 별 2개도 안 될 것 같은데?
I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
엄마 편을 든다.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please.
We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
아니 요리 단계가 5단계밖에 안
You
되는데.
haven't changed at all. Fine, avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again,
여기
Jala,
잘했는데.
and pay attention this time.
이거는 불합리해. 나는 다 퍼펙트 했는데.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable?
이거는 부당한 컴플레인이야.
Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again. Properly this time.
손으로 섞자.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make parathas.
하지만
There's nothing wrong with Mom's teaching.
Then why has it come out so badly?
아 이거 너무 높잖아요
Don't
의구치가.
make a sulky face. You have to learn to accept constructive criticism. Right, Rukmini?
Yes, of course, Amma.
See? Your mother agrees with me. Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
아 슈퍼 손씻기를 해주마 그럼.
Very good.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started
안식일?
applying for the new semester?
그냥 안 가는데요?
It's not a sabbatical year, Patti. I'm not going to college.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not going to college? What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala!
새로 거르기. 오자마자 잔소리를 잔뜩
Do
늘어놓으시네.
you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That
알아야지.
man is my dad. And what's wrong with being a teacher?
Nothing, if that's the highest you can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative.
이거 그냥 쌓일 때마다 그냥 슈퍼를 쓰는 게 나을 것 같아요. 이건 언제 끝날지 알 수가 없다.
I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
이건 제
It's my
선택이에요.
life at the end of the day.
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think you owe me an explanation.
지금 이거 올라가는 거 보니까 한 번
Get
더
some
할 것
yogurt,
같죠?
Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
손으로 섞어야지 뭐.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Patti, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
맞잖아요.
Aruni's right. Patti, you're not being fair.
Oh, So now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet. Both of you.
미안하지 이거는 해야 돼.
Sorry, Ma.
What? No way. I'm not sorry. We're standing up for you, Ma.
맞아요.
What have you been telling these girls that they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me, is that it?
I don't know what's gotten into them. They're not usually like this.
You're the one who's completely different whenever Patti's around.
Oh, I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
Outsider.
How could you be an outsider here, Amma? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
아룬이
This
편했어요.
isn't Aruni's fault.
Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly, I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role.
어. 아직 요리 중인데. 네, 삐랐다. 어? 갑자기?
Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up.
너를 그냥 일깨워주고 싶을 뿐이란다. 대충 이런 건가? 이건 대사가 없네요. 아니, 번역이 없네. 아, 이 정도는 쉽지. 내가 얼마나 많은 스케이트보드 챌린지를 했는데.
Don't you dare sleepwalk into this life.
지켜보고 있다. 할머니, 그에 따른 영광과 성공에 대한 야망을 채워주지 못했다. 소녀까지 같은 실수를 하도 내버려둘 수는 없다. 그가 의견을 보여줄 때다. 싸워보자고요.
Your sister. She's a lovely girl, but mediocre, just like your father. No ambition. But you, Jala, I see myself in you, just like I saw myself in your mother.
보잉사 엔지니어면은 잘한 거지 뭐.
I'm not going to watch her make the same mistakes with you.
My mom's happy. How can you call that a mistake?
Perhaps you should consider that with age comes wisdom. I can see how this story plays out for you. I've seen it so many times before. Don't misunderstand, Betty. I'm not doing this to be cruel. I just want you to fulfill your potential. You have fire, Jala. People like us, we need to
한계를
be
실험할 줄
pushed.
알아야 돼.
We need to be tempered. We were born to burn.
도발 안 통하죠? 레벨도 30이야. 엄마. 안돼. 이 상황에 도와달라면 엄마 싫어하실 거야. 막혔어. 아. 한번 때려보죠. 30. 아니, 엄청 힘들잖아. 갑자기 난이도가 이렇게 올라가면 어떡하지?
There's a price to pay. You have to bargain with the world for what you want. So what do you want, Jala? Really? And what are you willing to give up?
소환해볼까?
Oh, Sergio!
남친한테 도와달라 하기. 전 남친이지만 정확히는. 건너뛸게. 미안하다. 이것도 길어. 헤이. 날카로운 손톱. 아니.
You think I sent you those suitors because I wanted you to choose one of them? Those dimwits and fools. Not one of them is worthy.
아 이거 어떻게 해도 질 것 같은데? 그만두세요.
Stop trying to arrange me with someone then. I can find my own suitors.
Well, then I suggest you hurry up. You're not getting any younger. I'm glad you rejected them. I'm proud of you. You're selfish, just like me, Jala. Selfish isn't the worst thing for a woman to be in a world where we're raised to lose ourselves. These roles of wife, mother, consume you if you're not careful. Just look at Rukmini. Don't you want more?
아 근데 죽겠는데? 잠깐만. 방어력 올리는 거. 이거다. 슈퍼 원. 오케이, 차단 많이 했다. 이거 반드시 패배하는 이벤트 막 그런 건가? 치명타? 굿. 데미지도 잘 안 들어가.
Don't you understand, Jala? We're not safe. We're dangerous. People like us will never be satisfied with playing it safe.
레벨이 안 돼서 그런가? 레벨작이? 일찍 가장 많이 올려주는 게 80. 겁나 아파. 밀크쉐이크. 네, 이럴 때 위해서 밀크쉐이크를 샀지. 너무 힘든데? 차단해도 아파. 아이템 다 쓰는군 이때. 아 저게 돼? 네. 부모 도와줘요.
Auntie!
건너뛰시다. 이거는 진짜 길어요. 디버프 다 없애고. 오케이. 크게 주는 거. 크게 주는 것 중에서 가장 적은 거. 네. 연타하다가 잘못 눌렀어. 반드시 져야 되는 것 같은데요? 아니 이게 말이 안 돼. 이미지. 네, 저렇게 큰 녀석 어떻게 애초에 이겨. 그럼 패배 이벤트인 것 같아. 아니라고? 아니구나. 각성 이벤트, 그 각성 이벤트 같은 거야. 근데 레벨업을 조금 더 했으면 이겼을 수도 있을까? 그게 모르겠네.
What's wrong, Jala Banana? You look worried.
이길 수가 없어요.
She's too strong. I can't find a single weakness.
It's all right to need a little help from the people who love you, you know. You're not alone.
넌 혼자가
And it's not
아니란다.
just yourself that you're standing up for, right? Don't underestimate how powerful that can make you.
네, 사운드 하나 넣어주세요. 개꿀.
The women in your
세르지오.
family, they're all terrifying. It's so hot.
Look, I hate to say this, but I'm proud of you.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'm enjoying this sincere turn in our sibling relationship.
Ugh, right, I know. Felt weird to me too. So, get back up there, and don't you dare back down.
절대
Got it?
지지 마.
Jala,
알지.
I'm cheering for you, but honestly,
이렇게 렉 걸리냐
I
여기?
hope I grow up to be your grandma.
왜 이렇게 렉 걸리냐? 잠시만요. 아쯤으로 할게 잠시. 됐죠? 아직도 렉 걸리긴 하지만 그래도 지금 이게 물 때문에 그런 것 같아요. 잠시만요.
Hydrate and lift with your legs.
좀 더 실질적인 조언은요.
And Auntie, you've known her longer than I have. You must have an actual suggestion.
Run. Try to look small and pathetic.
Really?
Though I usually thrive on confrontation and healthy communication, my tactic with your grandma's been avoidance.
That's not exactly gonna work here.
She loves you, Jala. Just remember why you're fighting her.
왜 싸우는 건지
It's not to
알아요.
win.
생각해보렴. 이기기 위한 게 아니라고. 기어도 봅시다. 상대의 무드 턴이 줄어든다. 추가적으로 더 할 수 있는 거구나. 그러면 바꾸고 하나짜리.
You're not alone, Jala. I promise. I'm
넌
right here.
혼자가 아니야.
Our family, our heritage, their roots, tethers. Don't let them be burdens, alright?
그래. 여기 렉 걸리지?
You know, my mother's not wrong. I never thought I'd leave India before I met your father.
Do you imagine what your life would be like without Dad? Do you wish it was different?
It's hard to see anything else but the life I have now. I stopped imagining other lives a long time ago.
슬프네요.
That means you lost a part of yourself.
Maybe. That's why sometimes what my mother says is hard to hear. Don't do this, Jala. Don't fight her. You
할머니
won't
이길
win.
수 없을 거야. 제 편 들어주시면 안 돼요?
I've never seen you back down from a confrontation before. I don't get it.
You're like me, Jala. People make less sense to me the more I love them. Sometimes I think you're just like me. And other times, I don't know you at all. You'll only get hurt if you go back up there, Jala. Just give it up.
I'm not gonna be afraid of getting hurt anymore, Amma. Some fights are worth it, even if you know you can't win.
다시 싸울 거예요. 박성. 할머니.
Well, this is certainly a nightmare of intergenerational trauma from which we devoutly wish to wake.
Tyler? What are you doing here?
여기서 뭐 하는 거야?
What do you think? I'm here to help you, dummy.
네가 있어 다행이야.
We were having a fight over paratas, but not really paratas. And then the house exploded, and now this!
Yeah, it's a lot. But now you have me. No fear, okay?
Maybe a few fears.
이거 다시 바꿉시다. 그래서 맞춤이 낫겠다, 그죠? 이제 그거 된다. 약점 찾기. 약점 노출.
Oh, I finally get a chance to do one of these narrator intros. As other grandparents succumb to the ravages of age, Pati does yoga every morning, has all her own teeth, and can hear someone whispering gossip from across a crowded room. I've always suspected Pati absorbs life force from the people around her, like a vampire, but for other people's failures.
못됐네.
She's not that bad.
Look where you are.
Are you mumbling to yourself, Jala? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? When an elder speaks, you should listen.
시혼자들 보낸, 성혼자들 보낸
Too
거잖아.
easy for you. That's why you're so lost.
아, 도발 먼저 해야죠? 이 서스지가 통하네?
When I grow up, I hope I have a 10th of your style.
하트 하고 있는 거 봐, 손하트. 제 덩크를 보여드리겠습니다.
I really thought your mother would come to rescue you by now.
저도요?
You and me both.
뭐야. 공격 충전 중.
Being happy all you want? You could be so much more.
빨리 그걸 해야 돼. 이미 썼죠? 아, 망했다. 이건 아닐 거야. 그죠? 방금 했으니까. 디정.
You're so concerned about maintaining your dignity, holding up your pride, losing face. But you've lost something way more important.
아이고.
You resent me. I'm just trying to make you better.
이거다.
If I'm so special, I guess Mom didn't do such a bad job raising me after all.
안 통할 것 같은데? 아이고. 아니, 어떡해. 거의 2분의 1인 걸 다 틀리냐. 오케이. 하지만 상심. 콜라. 오케이, 상심 줄어들었고. 수명타.
Love isn't handing out gold.
설마 이거 그대로 통하나?
Wow, I really come from good genes. I bet you still have suitors lining up around the block.
I mean, it's a nuisance, really.
어떻게 다 틀리냐?
You need to be shattered to remake yourself. That's how you grow stronger.
거부, 도발의 저항. 오케이.
If you keep running from pain, you will lose yourself.
You say you're disappointed Mom didn't achieve her potential, but would you really want her to eclipse you? You love being the one on top.
오케이. 못. 그 치명타만 그렇게 잘 뜨시냐?
Mind, your passion, your effort, you spend them all here for them. But you'll never be one of them.
난 치명타가 안 떠.
Do you think I want you to get married because I'm sentimental about it? No. My husband was a self-important, narrow-minded alcoholic. I'm supposed to be sad and lonely now he's dead, but I'm not. I'm relieved.
슬픈 얘기네요.
Did he love you?
I'm sure he did, in his way. He loved his clean house, his iron shirts, his hot meals. Can there truly be love without equality? My husband thought he was the undisputed master of the house. My master.
It's hard to imagine Patty in that situation. But that was the reality for a lot of our grandmas and great-grandmas and great-great-grandmas from every culture.
So you see, Jala, I'm being pragmatic. They don't call it the marriage market for nothing. It's a transaction. Pick a man to take you places, or work 10 times harder to get yourself there instead. What you can't do, my girl, is what you have been doing, and that's neither.
분노 도발.
All I want to do is guide you. Why do you twist everything I do?
그 표정을 하니까 전혀 몰입이 안 돼요. 도발의 저항.
You think brilliant women are happy ones? Oh, Jala, don't be so naive.
분노.
You've never said a word about me being queer. That doesn't feel like acceptance, Bhatti. You're just pretending a huge part of me doesn't exist.
오케이. 보너스 턴. 이거 그냥 이걸로만 해도 될 것 같은데? 턴을 오래 끌어야 되면은 이게 더 경제적인 것 같아요. 오케이.
I could really use Mom's help right now. She's always mediated between me and Bhatti.
I know, but you and me, we've got this, right?
Right.
뭔가 아이템을 많이 줬었는데. 아, 이런 걸 줬구나. 하나 먹고.
Your mother abandoned her academics to run off for love. And look at you, the same mistakes.
그런가? 아니야. 클리나 씁시다.
Have you ever thought the reason you've never truly felt at home here is because you're not? That maybe you're struggling to find yourself because you're looking in the wrong place?
Well, what are you saying, Bhatti?
I'm saying that part of yourself you feel is missing,
여기선 찾을 수
you won't
없다.
find it here. Come back
그렇게
home to
말씀하실 수
India with
있어요.
me, Jala. Restore what was stolen from you.
You don't really want me to come live with you. You just want to steal me away from Mom.
아트 브레이커.
I'm not that petty, Jala. You're the one I'm thinking about. You didn't get a choice in giving up your culture, your heritage.
그러니까 여기서 태어난 거겠죠. 그러니까 시간 순서가 이제 어머니께서 이제 결혼하셔가지고 이제 미국에 와서 태어나가지고 이제 얘 언니랑 얘는 이제 미국 국적을 가지고 있는 거고 대충 이런 거 같은데.
Your parents made that choice for you before you even knew what you were giving up. Don't you see? I just want to give you that choice back.
What would I even do in India?
You'll never know until you try, I understand you, Jala. I accept you. You belong with me. You'll spend your whole life proving you're half as good to a society which will never acknowledge you're better. I don't see anything of your father in you. Thank goodness.
그냥 공격해야 돼. 의지력 회복해야 돼.
What's the point of idealism if you don't have the power to change anything?
아,
When I went to work, I had two
걸렸어.
saris, just two. I'd wear one and wash one. You have no idea the sacrifices I've made.
스킬이나 씁시다. 예스.
The last time you were near a Kanchipuram sari, you peed all over it.
I was a newborn. And what were you doing changing my nappies in a silk sari anyway?
오케이. 아, 다행이다. 이것도 패링해 보시지. 영어 기술명이 패링 디스인가? 그럼? 에이. 정신 차리고.
You think you can pretend your way into the world as you think it should be? No. You have to live in it as it is.
미심쩍은 힘.
The spirit of Timber Hill.
팀버힐. 굿. 데미지 굿. 의지력도 회복이요.
Sometimes speaking across the generation gap is like speaking across different universes.
Bet you wish you were in a different universe right now, huh?
Seriously.
It's time someone taught you
엄격한
a
교육을
hard
배울
lesson,
시간이다. 잘라.
Jala. Let's settle this like grown women with the most powerful weapons of all.
Uh-oh.
Our
말로
words.
말이다. 아이고, 약점이 없어졌네요. 치명타 6. 데미지 안 들어가. 그냥 펀치 날리는 게 낫겠다.
Do you know how hard I had to fight for my education? To get my daughter educated?
아이고, 이거 목소리 다 게임 소리 다 들어가는구나.
And now your family wants you to go to college, but you throw away the chance?
공격한다.
I get it. The world was unfair to you. But that doesn't mean it's right for you to live out your ambitions through me. You
감정 피해.
disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish little girl. You know nothing.
됐냐? 소리가 너무 큰가?
A teacher's daughter speaking like this. I knew Rukmini failed in her profession, but looks like
이제
she failed
약간
as a
감정이
mother
격한
too.
파트라서 소리가 좀 목소리가 큰 것 같아.
Don't say that about her.
서로 감정 피해만 줬어. 공격하면 데미지 1만 들어가는 거 아니야? 2네?
You think you're an American? That you'll ever really be one of them? You'll always be a second-class citizen here.
공격한다.
Say you miss me, Bati. This isn't about me being American. This is about you feeling left behind.
Ah! You live in this place which feasts on stolen riches and think you're different from these colonizers. Ha! You're even worse because you've turned your back on your own.
I am not seduced by the materialist comforts of the imperial core. I'm not.
공격. 펀치. 킥.
I can accept it if you don't want to get married, Jala, truly. But children? Children are a roll of the dice, thrown into our collective future, a way to keep playing long after you're gone. Don't you believe in the future, Jala?
You're the
공격해야지.
one who said being a wife and mother isn't everything. Don't you believe in yourself, Bati?
What will the world come to if intelligent women like us don't have children?
Eugenics much?
우생학 같은 건가?
Don't you think your mother knows the reason you don't want children is because she failed you as a parent?
I'm not refusing to have children to hurt mom.
But you
감정
know
피해
you're
서로
hurting her,
감정적으로
you're breaking
상처만
her
주고
heart.
있어. 그만두세요. 1. 아, 해피유를 기본적으로 가지고 있나 보네?
You think you're protecting your mother from me? You're wrong, Jala. I'm hard on her because I love her. You don't even know her.
한 확실히 않아요.
You have mom turning herself inside out for your approval. You've convinced her she needs you. You made that empty place in her soul, and you dangle the promise that she'll be whole if only she dances to your tune. I'm sorry for whatever made you this way, but I am done with your power games.
You have
감정
no
피해.
idea the sacrifices I made for her. For all of you.
All of you. 잽잽.
You want the truth, Bati?
Jala, maybe you should calm down.
No, it's time someone actually stood up to her. You know what, Bati? I hate you. You...
Oh.
What? I hate the way you talk to mom. How you look down on dad. How you dismiss Aruni. You're cruel. You passed that cruelty to Amma. And it's in me, too. I always know exactly how to cut someone down. Make them smaller. I'm so good at hurting people. It's like there's this monster inside me trying to claw its way out. And you put it there. You made love something I was terrified of. I hate how much power you have over me. Over mom. Over us.
Stop it.
멈춰.
Did you feel that?
I hate that I love you, Bati. I hate that I can't stop. You came here and you turned our family into a battlefield. But this isn't a battlefield.
여긴 배틀필드가
It's
아니에요.
my home, not yours.
You. How dare you?
Jala Jaratne, it's time to call your mother.
엄마를 부를 시간이야. 오. 안아줘요. 화해. 할머니와 대면했다. 이제 패배를 화해로 바꿀 시간이다. 가족이 안아줘요. 따봉.
My girls aren't a chance to rewrite the past. They're new beginnings, Amma. We need to let them write their own stories.
Yes, I understand. I'll leave after the wedding. You won't have to see me again.
Amma, no, that's not what we want.
Ah, it's all right. I don't have long left to live.
Oh.
No need to come home for my death rites. You're all busy, and you're holding too much resentment in your hearts. I understand.
You're part of our family, Potty. We love you. And it's never too late to change.
Change? I'm an old woman, Betty. I'm set in my ways.
Come on, Ma. You'll outlive all of us.
Well, the doctor did say I have the spinal health of a 30-year-old. I don't know.
생각을 좀 해봐야겠어.
I have to think about many things.
할머니와 싸운다. 뭐야. 아, 엔딩 스킬러이구나. 이게 끝이 났나 보네요. 결국 스토리를 요약해 보자면 이제 주인공은 이제 다 이제 자기 애인, 이게 여친이죠. 여친이랑 이제 하겠다고, 자기 같이 떠나서 살겠다고 이제 고향을 떠나가지고 말도 없이 그대로 이제 있다가 몇 달도 안 돼서 이제 다시 차여가지고 고향으로 돌아왔고, 근데 그 고향에는 이제 자기가 이제 모든 문제를 내팽겨두고 왔던 가족이랑 이제 전 연인들이랑 다 있었고, 그래가지고 어쩌고저쩌고 결국에는 그들과 모두 화해하고 그런 스토리였네요. 이렇게만 들어보면은 조금 진지할 수 있는 스토리인데 연출이나 이런 것들이 꽤나 코믹해가지고 생각보다는 재밌게 즐기고 있었어요. 워낙 주인공 행적이 워낙 별로다 보니까 주인공이 성장했다는 것도 느껴지는 것 같고, 성장한 거 맞나 근데? 전보단 더 나아졌겠죠? 그런 사건이 있으면서. 근데 사운디는 누구였을까? 진짜 아룬이었나? 그거는 확실히 말 안 해줘가지고 좀 궁금하네. 스케이트보드. 근데 결국 이제 막 그 스케이트보드 애들은 그냥 그거였나 보네. 그것도 이제 스토리에서 좀 다뤄줄 줄 알았는데 그건 아닌가 봐요. 점수가 더 안 올라. 빨리 연기합시다 그냥. 네, 다음 것 같아요. 재밌었고요. 한국어도 이제 번역도 잘 돼 있어가지고 좋았던 것 같아요. 스페셜 땡스. 음식 만들기 이런 거 미니게임 같은 것도 꽤 있어가지고 스토리만 보는 것도 아니라 이제 게임 같은 것도 하면서. 근데 스케이트보드는 조금 어려웠던 것 같아요. 이 정도면 대충 서브 미니게임 수준이니까. 뭐야, 왜 다시 처음으로 왔어? 전투복을 입은 사운디. 사운디. 너의 정체를 알고 싶어.
You're not wrong, Amma. My life would be so much easier if I'd married a man you picked out for me, walked along the path you cleared. It would have been easier.
But so much less fun.
So, Arvind, you've been retired from the pharmacy for what?
약국에서 은퇴한
3-4 years now?
None. I have so much more time for birding. I even built a little hide in the backyard.
He's a bird watcher, Amma.
No, Minnie, I don't just watch them. I listen too. That's why we prefer the term birding, as I've told you before.
Like I said, he's a bird watcher.
Do the birds need to be watched?
취미일 수도
Thing
있죠.
you do for fun, Bhakti, like stamp collecting or train spotting.
What an interesting idea of fun you have here in America.
I want to make it clear that I do not bird, despite Irvin's best efforts.
The things I could tell you about the yellow-rumped warbler, not to mention the cedar waxwing.
Arvind, not all of us share your obsessions. Amma's still jet-lagged. She'll fall asleep at this rate.
Oh, sorry, I get carried away. It's a passion of mine, you know.
No, it's okay. Tell me about it. I want to know.
관심이 있으셔?
You... Really?
Yes, really. Now, come on. What in God's name is a yellow-rumped warbler?
노란 눈썹 솔새. 마칸. 넌 잘할 수 있다. 잘하는군. 여기 이렇게 렉 걸리냐 근데? 진짜 컴퓨터 정확히는 노트북. 별로다.
Your grandmother is actually having a civil conversation with your father. The age of miracles is upon us.
Do you really think it'll last?
Let's hope it lasts until your wedding at least.
감사히 산다지. 잘 지내?
You know, I'm starting to think that Ahmed is a figment of your imagination.
Thanks, Jala. He actually is the man of my dreams. He's picking up his parents at the airport. You'll get to meet him later. Please don't be weird.
I hate to ruin a lovely occasion with sincerity, but I'm proud of you two.
자랑스럽다.
Ah, thanks, Auntie C.
I mean, the state of your triceps and lats are a constant source of shame to me.
운동 좀 해라.
Everything.
Sorry, this booth is full in case you didn't notice.
Aisha, we talked about this. New skate park, new open door policy.
Fine. Jala, you can sit behind us if you promise not to breathe down our necks.
어른스럽게 군다.
Well, that's
이제
so kind
어른이죠.
of you.
잘라.
I actually need to talk to a few other people first. Maybe later.
Oh no. How will we survive without your thrilling banter?
We could finally go over my notes for the new lore. I'm thinking 5 destined skaters, prophesized holders of...
If we finally play Dungeons and Dragons with you, will you let this go?
던전 앤 드래곤.
Yes. I can see you have it all figured out. Try not to miss me too much.
We'll be waiting with bated breath. I'm gonna cry.
왜 이렇게 렉 걸리냐 진짜. 너무 슬프다. 내 컴퓨터가 이 정도밖에 안 됐다니. 이 정도는 되지 않을까요?
I'm glad you came back to town, Jala. I have to admit, I didn't think it turned out this way. I never thought we'd actually be friends.
친구가 될 줄 몰랐어.
Are you a little disappointed I didn't break your heart? It would have been messy, but sometimes the mess is half the fun.
See? This is why I'm glad we kept things platonic. My life could use a little bit less excitement.
Yeah, mine too, to be honest. I'm glad we're friends too, just for the record.
I'll always be your friend, Jala. Whenever you need me. Remember that.
그걸
okay?
기억해. 아, 대충 이제 그거를 다 했으면 이런 식으로 일러스트가 나오나 보다.
Look, I'm here, but let's not make a big thing of it, okay? I'm still reserving judgment.
I was sure you'd say you were here for Tyler's sake, not mine.
Tyler can look after herself. I think it's best if we try to have an entirely separate relationship.
That would make a change. Wait, is it too soon to joke about that?
It's fine. Just about. Here's to putting the unfortunate past behind us, Charla. Who knows? Perhaps in the future, we'll even be friends?
차를 마시는 시간을 보내. 얘랑은 마지막으로 대화를.
I'm really not that stuck up, confused, yearning little girl I was back in middle school. I've been through the fire, Jala, and I've come out stronger. Honestly, I'm kinda amazing. I just don't want you to regret passing all of this up.
Oh, I see. You're just looking out for me.
Exactly. You don't want to end up on your deathbed thinking, if only I'd let Thea have her way with me. Damn, usually people beg for the chance to be with me. But as always, you're the exception. Oh, Chala, just think about it, okay? If you just give me a chance, I'd blow your mind.
밴드를 했었던 기억. 눈부셔.
Look, I know I said I wanted to move on. But this time we've spent together, it's made me realize that you're not just a grade school fantasy for me. You're the one, Jala.
넌 내 운명이야, 잘라.
It's real.
아래 돌린다.
Why are you so fixated on these outdated concepts, Sergio? The first, the one. I don't believe in any of that.
But you do believe in love. You know what? It doesn't matter. I believe enough for the both of us. I can imagine our future together, Jala. I believe in it. Can you see it too?
아, 걔는 어디 진짜 가가지고 여기도 안 나오나 보다. 그죠? 여기도 올 수 있는. 여기 뭐 숨겨져 있는 거 아니야? 잘 다 했죠? 마지막.
What are you looking at me like that for? Please don't tell me of some kind of dramatic announcement.
I've had enough dramatic announcements to last a lifetime. I yearn for calm.
In this room, there's more chance of a riot.
At least it won't be boring.
The opposite of messy isn't boring, Chala.
Do you have any idea where we go from
생각해봤어?
here?
That's one thing I promised myself. You are no longer part of my future plans. I was so fixated on you and me that I almost didn't notice. I actually like the life I've built for myself. I like my job, I like my friends, I like being single. There's so much more space in my life when you're not in it. I'm willing to let you back in, but it'll be different than it was before.
Tyler.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let's just see how it goes, okay?
이거 무덤이야, 양쪽에. 아, 얘기를 나눠봤는데 사운디의 정체 누굴까요? 설마 얘 아니야 진짜? 얘만 했잖아요?
Indeed.
한 번만 더. 다 얘기를 했죠? 알려주네. 지금 안 하면 못한다고.
Indeed.
떠난다.
Oh, hey, Jala. You're headed out?
Ugh, the level of thirst in this room right now.
Reminds me of chaperoning your prom. I just wanted to... Yeah, damn it. Can I give you some advice? Yeah, why bother asking when you're gonna do it anyway? Fine, point taken. I know everyone in this room wants something from you. And you love to feel wanted, but don't let their ideas of what your future should be close yours down. I envy you a little, you know? Yes, there's uncertainty and doubt in not knowing exactly what you want. But
그만큼의 가능성도 함께 있다는 거야.
the world is wide open to you, Jala. Enjoy it. That's...
아이고. 챕터 10. 잘라의 여행은 이제부터 시작이다.
Indeed.
케이트를 보두고 요리 연습을 하자. 결혼 사진 옆에 뭐가 있는지 생각해보라. 오. 아, 회상이 있네요.
I wonder if we'll need to buy more phone cards soon.
요리가 뭐가 똑같잖아. 인정 등급 다이면은 똑같죠? 아, 스케이트 챌린지만 추가됐나? 그니까 할 게 있나? 아, 그냥 끝이구나. 이제 여기서 이제 더 못한 거 있으면은 해라 이런 거 같아요. 도전 과제 같은 거나 이런 거. 이렇게 재밌었고요. 없는 거 맞죠? 없잖아. 위에 있는 것도 이제 5명밖에 없고. 마무리인 것 같아요. 그러면 진짜로 마치도록 하겠습니다. 재밌었고요. Thirsty Shooters라는 게임이었습니다. 알차게 즐긴 것 같네요. 이만 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.